Entrepreneurship sucks if you don't understand that you are going to work your ass off. The thing about entrepreneurship that people don't tell other people is when you start, and for a while until you build a real business that is sustainable without your presence 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you will work your ass off. You will work every day of the year. I used to say we're closed Christmas and Easter. That was my deal. I'm like, those are like, I get it. Spirituality, that's important to me. I'm not working those 2 days. Can I tell you the phone didn't ring those 2 days? It did. Why? I was in charge. Completely in charge. Every other day of that year was I working. Pretty much every other day, yeah. Yeah, no days off. Dude, when you become an entrepreneurship, it sucks for people because they don't realize it's no days off. Early on, it's no days off. You're building a business. You have all these competitors. They're doing their deal. You have to outwork them. You probably didn't create something that's never been created before. I'm not saying maybe you did, but if you're like 99.9% of us, you didn't. You're in an industry that has existed. You're trying to do something different. Maybe you're trying to disrupt it, which is what I was doing every time I got into something. But you can only disrupt it if you work your ass off. That's the only shot that you got. How hard are you willing to work? What are you willing to do? No days off. It will suck if you don't embrace the fact that there are no days off. You are going to work harder than you ever thought you did. Why? Because it's on you. Everything that you got to create income-wise, system, problems, all of that, that's on you. And that's okay, but you have to understand. So sometimes when people are like, can't wait to work for myself, the first thing I always say is, dude, it's the best thing I ever did. But I need you to understand, dude, it's no days off for a minute, for a while. And then people are like, yeah, got it. I told the other guy, I said, there's no days off. He's like, bet, got it, no problem. 3 weeks into it, it's like, dude, where were you for 4 days? He's out like, dude, I'm not playing with you. I don't care if you do this or not, but I'm telling you, you're going to fail. It's your business. Who's working it if you're not working it? Where are you going to be? Like, you're not working it. Who's working it? It's yours. So if you're willing to work 7 days a week, you're willing to be on the phone 7 days a week, you're going to be handling problems 7 days a week, you're going to be critical thinking 7 days a week, you're going to meeting with vendors, you're going to go out and I remember I was sitting with Arthur Blank one day, found a Home Depot, and he said, man, the beginning was so hard because we're all working so much, and some of the guys that I was partnering with just couldn't, they're like, we're working so hard and we don't see the return yet. And he's like, I'm flying around the country trying to buy materials. I don't even know a lot about buying materials, but I had no days off. When you find successful entrepreneurs or people to build these amazing businesses, I promise you that 99.9% of the time in that story, enmeshed in that story, the foundation that was built, honestly, is I worked harder than I ever worked my entire life. I never worked that hard in my entire life. And that's what'll screw people up. That never was a problem for me. I'm like, dude, I can work 12, 14 hours a day. I can make sacrifices. I was doing this for my kids, for my family. So I didn't I always knew, I wanted them to have a better life. I wanted to be able to make decisions outside of money. I want to go to school here. I want to do this thing over here. I wanted to do all that. But you have to understand that it will suck if you can't embrace the fact that you're going to work harder than you ever have. And no days off is going to be a good model for a while. But if you're looking to work less, a lot of people are like, well, I want to control my own schedule and work less. Now, if you go take a job, but you think you're an entrepreneur, you're independent, but they pay you, and you want to make X amount of dollars, fine. I'm talking about the pure entrepreneur, your business, your company, your deal, your sales, your money, your income, your expenses. It will suck unless you embrace the fact that you're going to work harder than you've ever worked in your entire life. If you do that, it's freaking amazing because your competition won't. And people watching it right now will all go, that's me. I sat with a bunch of guys when we started that all said that's them. And the only one that was me was fucking me. That was me. I was the freaking one that was doing it. The rest of them, the 10 dudes I started with the same day wouldn't work 20, 30 hours a week. And God forbid it went bad, they ran and hid. Me, I was going to work my ass off and not back down ever. That's why I knew I'd be successful. So entrepreneurship will suck unless you embrace that you're going to work harder than you ever worked in your job. And if you embrace that, it will be one hell of an opportunity for you.